Matthijs de Ligt is a world-class footballer when he's fit. Welcome to the Network of Sport. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe, because in this video, I'm talking about now the people Amorim has got to rely on to work on the issues I told you he's got to work on, especially how Manchester United is conceding goals. De Ligt is proving world-class, though in a defense that has let in 17 goals 18 actually now. Guys, that should be illegal, isn't it? But how important is Matthijs de Ligt in our defense, and why is he proving that he's a world-class footballer when he's fit? Like, share, and subscribe, and give me your honest ratings. If you rate Man United players in the first 11 games, where would you place Matthijs de Ligt? Across the board, because at least now we have a proper starting 11, would say. But how would you rate Matthijs de Ligt? I think I would put him up there in the top 3. And here I am to break it down for you. Like, share, and subscribe, and come and learn how to earn online, because I think people are now beginning to appreciate the need to understand the business of the internet. But it's one thing to appreciate something. It's a whole different thing to make moves and walk the talk and do something about it. Do something about it by learning how to earn online. I'm waiting for you. Now, let's get into it. I do remind you of Telegram, because that's the channel for those of you who want help with the predictions of all these many games that happen every day. Now, so what's happening, guys? So Matthijs de Ligt is clearly in the best 11 of the first 11 games of the league. He has been consistent. That's one, because the first mark of a good player is be there. No one will see how good you are if you're not playing, if you're ever injured. So de Ligt has been fit, something that had eluded him before. Two, de Ligt has been consistent in all games he has been playing and starting. Sometimes on the right, sometimes central. He has been consistent in the team. Why? Because he has been performing well in training, but even in the games, each game has been looking better, or even as I think as good as the other. If he has not really improved so much, he has been not below the levels we saw before. That for me is a mark of a world-class footballer. You've got to be consistent. No wonder now he will be thrown around among the best defenders in the league in the first 11 games. Yet we know Arsenal has conceded just what, I think 5 goals now after the 2 against Sunderland, and they've got their mighty Gabriel and Saliba and all these guys. But de Ligt is now commanding a place in there. That shows you how good this guy can be, because we are talking about him in a league where some players have continued to prove world class, have been fit for consistently, but this guy is showing them, you know what, I'm up there with you. I told you before, de Ligt is in his prime age. Now, it's sad to be mentioning and giving him all this credit. Even Luke Shaw, but de Ligt is the one now I'm focusing on now, because I think he has been better. It's bad to be giving him all this credit, yet the team is conceding goals. But it would be so bad and selfish for you to isolate de Ligt and say he has been responsible, he has not been good, he has not done well because the whole team has conceded. It would be saying, like saying Lamens has been poor because he has been conceding goals. No, that would be wrong. De Ligt has been largely playing his part. The leadership part, he has been blocking balls, he has been heading, and now even scoring winners, contributing again to the attack. That shows a player who is looking complete and confident. I saw de Ligt pushing, trying to go for a goal when Man United was chasing a game. Sometimes before, in some of those games before we stabilized, before the run of wins and draws we've had. That for me was a player who has been consistently trying to do his part and showing that topmost mentality. That's the mentality you need. You saw even from last season, the few games he played before he got injured, de Ligt would be off the pitch for treatment, but he's dying to come in and save and help the team in a corner. That's the mentality, not these Sheskos who get a whole, if there was anything anyway, I felt like he was pretending with that injury, but who get a little knock and you sell the team out. We finish 10 minutes with 10 men, unless your legs, unless you just be walking around on the pitch. Because there is no more substitutions that can be made. That's the mentality that de Ligt has. So that for me is a score. If I could rate de Ligt in Man United's team this season, I would put him behind Brian Mbeumo. And that's because Brian Mbeumo is the guy scoring the goals and assisting. But I would put de Ligt number 2 behind Brian Mbeumo, between Mbeumo and Ahmad, sandwich him between the two. Someone else would say Mbeumo, Ahmad, and maybe de Ligt comes there. I would put de Ligt in between those two, because Mbumo is a new signing and he has been impeccable, consistent, right? Everything looks, even when he doesn't have a good game, you see that Mbumo is still there and he is scoring goals, man. And United was struggling for goals. But De Ligt is now then follows, because you can't score these goals and enjoy them when you're not firm at the back. De Ligt has been keeping it firm and protecting Mbumo's goals. Ahmad has shown the hunger when he has been there. I think he has improved, but I don't think Ahmad has been good all throughout the season. There are games where Ahmad was average, and I kept telling you, there is a layer of Ahmad we haven't seen. We are beginning to see it now. It's growing with the team. So that's why I would put De Ligt in between Mbumo and Ahmad. Give me your top 3 performers for Man United this season. And of course, mentions to Casemiro will come in, because when he gets off the pitch, things sort of change. I will mention him, but I will not put him ahead of those 3. United's best performers in the first 11 games. That's De Ligt for you. Now, Amorim needs such a player, a leader, a character. In this period when the team is conceding a lot of goals, you need De Ligt to be now the guy who forms the foundation on which you build your solid backline, because he can also play in the middle, so he can be the guy now trying to help you organize the team, because he has now been consistent and is confident and even has earned the respect of his teammates. Maguire is there, but you see, there are things that Maguire may not exactly have now that De Ligt has in terms of the physicality, but I think also De Ligt is a more technical player than Maguire. So for me, these are players now who should be taking responsibility, because at times things go beyond the manager and they have to get down to the players. This is a time where now the structure has been given by the manager. Now, you as the guy leading from behind, you defenders, the guy is now supposed to help these guys defend and support you. You now take initiative because you've earned the right to do so. Organize your guys. Say, this is the structure, but you guys, this is where the errors come. The movements are wrong. You delay to come back in shape, stuff like that. Because you're on the pitch, you see it. If you're De Ligt now, you can speak. That's now the leadership we talk about. This is the time when De Ligt's leadership has got to step up, because he's the guy. Do you feel me? So, for me, again, people are asking me what should be done to improve the defense. I think this is now from the coach, whose structure we saw had a glimpse of in the first half of Tottenham. We saw how solid United can be and how organized they were. Maybe they don't have the RAM to keep doing it or the mental strength to go the way, but individual players now like De Ligt have the right to demand and help them step up. Just like I want to help you step up your earnings online by stepping up and telling you, this is what I did in school, it's what I do for practice. You can do it as well if you learn how it's done. I've broken it down for you in 1 hour and 1 week classes, because now after doing something from class to practical, or even I was learning as I was doing already, experience and what, you know how to trim it. So that's why I've been able to trim for you these courses, things I studied for years, in 1 hour and 1 week. Just teach it here, you guys. You're getting a lot of knowledge cheaply. But because you're my people, we're with you every day. Every day people check on me. Where your day you haven't posted, because you're my people. So come and learn. Let's earn and enjoy the internet together. Come. I'm waiting for you. Peace, love, and harmony.